Hello, my friends. Judge Napolitano here on Judging Freedom. You know, I am very interested in what you think about what I say and also what you think about the subject matters that I discuss. And I encourage you to write to us. We at Judging Freedom are very interested in feedback from you. Today, I have a very interesting question from Jason Mariano. Jason, I don't know where you live. So when you write to us, give us your name and the town and state from which you're writing. But Jason asks a very interesting question, and it obviously has to do with resistance to unconstitutional dictatorial edicts by mayors and governors. Here's his question. Could you do a segment on how to fight this? There has to be a way to put the executives and their henchmen in their place, ideally without lawyers, as that's pretty expensive. Well, I agree with you that lawyers can be pretty expensive, and I agree with you that the government does use henchmen, Jason. So there's a couple things that you can do. In the state of New York, where Governor Hochul just issued a mandate, again, it's not a law enacted by the legislature, it's just her whimsy, her whim, requiring everybody to wear masks in public places who've not been vaccinated and ordering the county executives to enforce it. Every county in the state of New York, there are 70 some odd counties, has a county executive who's the chief executive officer of the county. Many county executives, including some Democrats, have refused to enforce this for the very practical reason that their health departments are involved in persuading people, cajoling people to get vaccinated. They don't have the time or the manpower or the constitutional authority to walk down the street and stop somebody because they're in a public place and they're not wearing a mask. So the first thing you can do is to petition your county executive to tell the governor to go take a hike, that the county executive is not going to enforce a mandate issued by the governor. The next thing you can do is to get together with people who are similarly situated to you. I'm going to guess, Jason, that you own a small business and that requiring your customers to wear masks or to be vaccinated interferes with your operation of your business. So you need to band together with others, whether they're your competitors, your suppliers, your colleagues, or your customers, and petition the government to give you an exemption or to stand firm and not obey these edicts. Here's a dirty little secret. The government doesn't have enough assets to enforce these dictatorial edicts on its own. It needs the cooperation of the victims, the people who will comply because they think that whatever government does is right. So if you resist in a group, you will find that the government might not be able to take you on. The third thing that you can do, of course, will cost you a few bucks, but it might not be that much if your colleagues chip in, and that is for a large group of you to sue the government at once. So 10 or 15 or 20 or 25 small business people, even some single individuals, can either do a GoFundMe page or chip in a few $100s on your own and hire a lawyer. The best lawyers to take on the government are lawyers who formerly worked for the government and who know how corrupt it is. Jason Mariano, I thank you for your question. I hope I gave you a good answer. It's from my heart and from my head. Keep asking us questions, folks, and I'll keep answering them. Judge Napolitano on Judging Freedom.